What's up, everybody? The big day is finally here. I have been thinking about announcing our collaboration for over a year, I think, at this point. And so I am very excited to be announcing who it's going to be. But before we get to the announcement, everybody, I want to make sure that you guys all have a chance to lock in your guess. For people that have not yet locked in their guests on social media, these are going to be two separate chances here. So if you voted over on social media, you're good. We've already locked those in on social media. We're going to be announcing that on the release date, which Project Kyzen, for people that don't know, remember everybody, Project Kyzen launches officially on August 22nd. I am very excited. We're also going to be going live on August 22nd, and so I'm super excited for you guys to join us for that as well. But today, we are here to talk about Project Kyzen's first major collaboration. We've got a reveal video that we're going to be playing for you guys in a little while, but right now, I want to see people drop into the feed. Who do you guys think it is? Give us your best guess. We're going to be selecting a winner today. While at the very end of the stream, we're going to select the winner. And Eunice, what does the winner get?
The winner.
Here she is. Here she is.
I'm just off camera, but hi.
But she's here with us in spirit.
The winner is going to get a very special skin that is appointed to whoever we're announcing. So
tell the truth. Did you almost say?
I literally almost. Literally, I was like,
yeah. That's the problem with reveal videos.
Yes.
You have to constantly be censoring your own mind.
So get your guesses in now before we reveal. Otherwise, you're out of luck. You can't win.
Lock them in.
But we're going to be choosing the winner at the end of the stream, so stick around till the end of the stream.
You have to be here, by the way. You have to be here at the end of the stream.
We can check. We can see if you're here.
Indeed, we can. So welcome, everybody that's showing up in the feed, by the way. Ambran, OG Shay, Mukti, Weebs, To the Deebs. Nice. Jedi Master Tony Strange, welcome everybody. Dawn's Rush, I see a lot of familiar names in here. N6410, Fi Bubba. Thank you guys so much for being here. We've got some guesses. I see Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins was a guest that we saw on social media a lot. You guys are going to find out soon enough. Let me tell you a little bit about how the collaboration came to be. I'll be interested to see if that influences anybody's guess. And when do final guests have to be locked in?
Final guests have to be locked in by 1:58 p.m.
1:58
PST, which is how much time? 25 minutes from now, baby.
There it is.
25 minutes from now.
There it is.
Otherwise.
All right,
wow.
Jedi Master, shout out to you for recognizing that that's X23. Not a lot of people are going to know that reference. Yes, so what you see behind me is largely populated by my wife's items. If this ends up being the permanent location for my streaming, we will update that with some more of my stuff. We're giving it a try for now, but excited to have you guys here talking about Project Kyzen, talking about the collaboration. The way this came about, you guys have heard me say this a lot. Hopefully you guys understand this is the core of what we're trying to accomplish with Project Kyzen is we want to bring something unique to video games. We want to bring ideas of empowerment. Now look, above all, this just has to be a game that people want to play. It has to be fun. I know a lot of people won't even recognize or engage with the side of the game that's about empowerment, but we want to make sure that those ideas are present. And so we wanted our first collaboration to be something where people would immediately recognize the kind of ideas and people that we're going to try to be partnering with. This is somebody that had a huge influence in my life. The reason that we pursued this collaboration was I got introduced to this person when I was maybe even preteen. And when I was a teenager, I read their book. And their book had a huge impact on me, And it really is one of the key moments that set me down the path of developing a growth mindset. And because they're somebody that really focuses on the mind, focuses on the body, understands the relationship between the two, that has had, when you hear me talk a lot about, hey, if you want to master the mind, you have to understand the body first. You're having a biological experience. It's not something they said, but something I certainly think you see present in their philosophies. and just somebody that I, especially when I was young, I just thought they were impossibly cool, and which drew me in. And that's something that we're trying to do with Kyzen. Kyzen has to be fun. Kyzen has to be cool. It has to be something that people are drawn to for its own sake. And that as you get in and engage with it, you realize, oh, there's actually these deeper ideas, and these deeper ideas follow the principle that I want Project Kyzen, and quite frankly, all of the different properties that we work on, whether that is what we're doing on Merry Mods, which we are working feverishly to get the feature film funded, whether it's something that we're doing with our comic division on All Systems Go and Wish Academy, or whether it's right here in Project Kyzen, we want to make sure that when there's a mentor character, that if you take their advice, your life will actually be better. And so this person was somebody that was a mentor to me. They never met me. They didn't know that I even existed when I was a kid. Or I don't want to give too much away, so I won't say whether they know I exist now or not, but they certainly did not know that I existed when I was a kid. And yet they were able to transmit these really incredible ideas to me that actually saw me begin to shape my mind to think about the fact that what I chose to believe in was going to have a very big impact on my life down the road. And one of the ideas, you'll see that I am far from the only public person that talks about this person a lot. And this is somebody that you hear talked about across media all the time. As soon as I tell you, you're going to be like, oh my God, of course. Like I've heard this person, this person, this person, this person. In fact, I'm sure we'll read some of the quotes from the many, many, many famous people that have talked about this person and the impact that they've had on their life. So the goal with this first person was to bring somebody that we thought was quite native to video games, that you wouldn't be surprised to see this person represented in video games, that you would recognize it as somebody that fit into certainly the stage of our video game. And that really does have ideas that are super meaningful, and somebody that I felt like I could engage with at a philosophical level. One thing that I've really struggled with as a studio when we write our content and we think about our mentor characters is they need to be entertaining. So think of Yoda. Yoda's like one of the greatest examples. Super entertaining character. The things that they say don't sound preachy at all, and yet they also impart really useful information. And so Yoda was probably the earliest character that I encountered that was like that. And that's the kind of vibe that we're hoping that we can bring here, a character that you find interesting and engaging at the story level, but also somebody that if you were to take their advice and use it outside of the game, that you'd be like, whoa, this is actually helping me, or it's helping my significant other, or if you have kids, it's helping your kids. Those are the ideas that are really important to us. And so I think games at their core are already on a mindset track if you use them right. Look, video games can be used to numb yourself out. It's fascinating to me that I think of video games like I think of food. You need food to survive. You need storytelling to survive. But you can eat food until you're a 600-pound shut-in, and you can play video games until you are a shut-in who has too much anxiety to interact with the rest of the world. And so it is about finding that balance. And so my hope is that we're able to thread these useful themes in here enough so that you guys can play something, have a good time, but also have something interwoven into the game that means something. All right, speaking of games, let's take a look at how far we've come with Project Kyzen, shall we? In case you guys haven't seen it, we've been releasing some game trailers for you guys to give you a sense of the gameplay. Previously, we had launched some story-based stuff, and now for this phase, we're really focusing on gameplay. So without further ado, let's give you, we'll start with the longest one, the one that shows the very concept of the amoebas. Here it comes. Buckle in. All right, so if anybody was with us during the avatar phase, I think you guys will immediately see how far we've come since we launched. One of the fun things that I've had a chance to do talking when I go live on stream in the morning is getting to talk about game development, what's hard, where we're going in the future, and what we've been focusing on. But from Avatar till now, one of the big focuses has been on asset creation. And so you see that in the map. And then the other is the actual amoebas themselves. And so what I now want to show you guys are some of the individual trailers for the exact amoebas. And first up is the gameplay mode known as Duel. Here it is. All right, I see Gamers Over 30 official guessing Kojima. I assume you mean as a partnership. If you guys don't know Hideo Kojima, ooh, buddy, that would be amazing, especially if I could get him to give some game dev advice. So we'll see. You got it locked in. It's locked in. We'll see if it's Kojima. Make sure, again, guys, you have until 1:58 to get your guesses in terms of who our partner is for this most recent launch. Lock them in. Lock them in. Get it in now. We're going to be picking a winner at the end of the stream. You're only eligible, though, if you're still here at the end of the stream. So make sure that you stick with us for that announcement so you get a chance to win. And it will be a full skin of that player. So very excited for you guys to get your hands on it. I think we've done some phenomenal skins for this player, and I can't wait to preview some of those for you guys today. I don't think we're going to be showing all of them, because we want to make sure you guys come back to launch to check out the new stuff we've got. We'll also be refreshing the store with new stuff at as fast of a frequency as we can, which, by the way, that's going to be a big part of what we're doing on stream, is you guys will be able to earn points, you guys will be able to subscribe, put bits towards what we're doing on asset creation. All the money that we earn off stream will go directly into creating the assets that you, the community, want created. So you guys will be able to control how fast we're turning around some of these new assets. But we already have hundreds of assets that will be available from the word jump. They'll come out at different times over the every week. We'll have fresh stuff in the store. But all right, without further ado, the next MEBA, which again stands for Mini Battle Arena, and we'll talk more about what that means here. But the next MEBA up is Energy Arena. Check it out. All right, I think that Energy Arena is probably the most chaotic of all the gameplays. You're usually in a pretty compact space that's more vertical than it is, sort of wide space for you to wander around. And so with all the explosions, the fact that you can get a grenade stuck to you that causes maximum damage, the fact that you can fall off the map, fall through the map, that the map can be knocked out from under your feet, that's the one. If you're like high octane, pure energy, you want to get after it, that's going to be the one for you. All right, there are going to be 5 MEBAs at launch. We have different levels of quality of bots in the different gameplay styles. The 2 that have the best bots that I expect to be most popular for solo players are going to be Team Deathmatch, and which I don't think we've shown yet. Team Deathmatch and Energy Arena. No, color control. So we'll get to those in a minute. The other ones have varying degrees of bot, so we'll obviously continue to update those as we go, which is an important thing to understand about this phase of our development. We've got these core cycles But on August 22nd, when the game launches, you guys will be able to get in and play right away with all 5 game modes. But again, the 2 that we'll have, they're literally tippy top. We think the bots are absolutely incredible. So even if you're a solo player, you can go in and do a full game. Our team deathmatch and color control. And then duel has our sort of mid-tier bots. And then the other 2, you can play with the bots, but you might either find them a little too easy or a little too hard. And matching them to player ability is what we're really trying to work on, so that if you're playing really well, the bots will match you. And if you're playing poorly that day, then the bots will match you there as well. And it just makes it a lot more fun when you're not either just dominating everybody or getting your ass handed to you all the time. And then obviously as we build our player base and it gets bigger and bigger, then you'll end up ultimately in lobbies primarily with humans. This is exactly what happens in most big games these days. But that way you guys don't have to worry. We know we're starting small. We've got to build this community by making a killer experience for you guys. So we want to make sure that whether you have friends or you're playing solo, that you're going to have a great experience. And speaking of great experiences, let's take a look at the next MIBA, Golden Ball. All right, once again, Project Kyzen, the latest phase, launches August 22nd. That is coming up very soon. That's next week, boys and girls. So I hope you guys are all ready for that. I hope you're ready to get on your grind, build your avatar, get the battle pass, work your way through, earn the rewards. And the way that it's set up, so we are a free-to-play game, so you never need to spend a dime inside of Project Kyzen if you don't want to. We do not do pay-to-win, and we don't do play to earn. So this is a video game at its most core, beautiful, wonderful experience where if you love it and you're enjoying it and you have an affinity for it and you want to get one of the skins, you can do that. If you want to maximally gamify the experience, you can get the battle pass or the progress pass and work your way through that, earning the different rewards. And if you buy the battle pass once, you don't have to buy it again, because if you finish all the way through to, I believe it's level 100, then you will have earned enough of our in-game currency called coins that you'll just be able to use that each time. And as of right now anyway, we plan to do that forever. So yeah, you guys, again, we want to make sure that we earn your any money that you want to give to the game, that we earn that by making it fun and exciting. And by the way, if you haven't already joined our Discord, make sure you get in Discord. We can get all these questions answered. You can type right now, !Discord to join. I hope you guys will join us inside the Discord. We want to make that a huge and thriving community. We are really excited about that. It's building Kaizen has been the hardest thing I've ever done, and it's been one of the most rewarding. And I hope for your sake I don't get on to my tirade about the future of Project Kyzen. I'll try to stick to just what we're doing right now with this phase today. But when I think about where we can take this in success, as I say, all things are in success. But if the game is successful and you guys are enjoying it and we can see that we're building a community and people are sticking with it, I think we can do something really, really special. So I'm very excited to see how you guys respond. The reason that we're launching in phases, originally we were going to launch in much tighter phases. We did that in the beginning. That was, I think, really frustrating for the community. There was just such long gaps between what we did, and each piece was sort of small. And so what we decided to do over the last 10 months was just put our head down, build out the game loops that we call MIBAs, mini battle arenas. And the reason we wanted to do that was this gave us a way to interact with you guys, the community, on a really fast iteration cycle. So we've spent 2.5 years building out all the assets, the starting assets, I should say, because we'll be building out more and more, but building out the starting assets, all of the UI, UX, all of the gameplay guts, so that now we can add new modes relatively quickly or adjust a mode. So for instance, if you guys are loving Team Deathmatch, but you think one of the weapons is unbalanced, or there's a movement mechanic that you don't like, or whatever the case may be, that we're able to make those adjustments and respond to player feedback. And so the way that we're looking at it is there are going to be things you guys will want in the early days that may not match the long-term vision of Project Kyzen. And so if we develop anything for that, that'll sort of sit in its own amoeba, and you guys can play that and have a great time. So take something like the death runs. A lot of people really enjoyed them. They were having a great time. But as we moved forward with the 5 amoebas that we're about to launch now, the movement mechanic in the death runs did not work with where we were trying to take the game long term. And so rather than just kill that off, we said, cool, death runs is what it is. We're not going to be developing new content for it, but that still exists. If map builders, and this is a big thing, you guys are going to be able to, if you qualify, you have to qualify right now. One day it'll be open to the public. But right now, if you qualify to be a map builder, we'll actually give you access to the tools that we use to build maps so that you can build your own maps. It's a big part of the larger vision of what Project Kyzen is going to be. But we really want this to be a container for your guys' creativity. And so we have some player community map builders right now. There are going to be some player-built maps available in Kyzen at launch, and we'll be taking in more and more as we go. So if you want to build maps for death runs, you can keep doing that. So all the movement mechanics are still inside of that amoeba. And then we can just create new amoebas as we go to experiment with new things that we see demand for from the community, or that line up with something, a core piece of functionality that we need to develop for what we believe is going to be the next big core chunk of gameplay that we're going to be launching that matches where we're trying to take the game. All right, by the way, thanks to you guys going and following us on Twitch, we are now Twitch affiliates. So subs, emojis, bits are all coming soon. And just want to thank you guys so much for following us. It means the world to us. Last check, we were at 138. I'm really honored. I am all for starting over and having to sing for supper and earn my way to the top of the streaming charts. Right now, we are starting at the bottom. But we're very much, with your guys' help and support, we're going to work our way to the top, which I am committed to doing with my teammates here. So if you haven't yet followed us on twitch.tv/Project Kyzen, please do. We're also going to start streaming on YouTube, so you can follow and support there. And then on a long enough timeline, we will be on TikTok as well. But for right now, it's Twitch and YouTube. In fact, are we live on YouTube right now? Word, everybody, welcome. This is our first dual stream. I'm very excited about this. So live both on YouTube and Twitch. So you can join us either place. Hit !YouTube for information on YouTube. All right. Do we have any remaining amoebas? I do believe we do. Oh, and get your final guesses in, everybody. Final guesses in. Get them in right now. Who do you think the partner that we are all here to announce actually is? Who is the partner? Who did we collaborate with to bring you a cool mentor character, somebody that has had a big influence on my life? I'm super excited to see your guys' guesses, and we're going to be giving away this person's skin to one of the people that gets it right. You have to be here at the end of the stream to qualify, so lock your guest in before 1:58 or by 1:58. And then stay till the end of the stream and you could win their skin. All right, now, what has become many of the team's favorite amoeba. It's time for the trailer for Team Death Match. Let's go. All right. Ira Will, Carol Dweck. I like that guess. Even if that doesn't end up being the answer, I like that guess. I do believe we just got a new follow, Junior Groove, I think it said. Welcome. Thank you so much for following us, man. It's so funny. So over on YouTube, where I've got over 4 million subs, somehow one sub just doesn't land, or one follower doesn't land the way that it does here on Twitch and YouTube. So thank you guys so much for the follows in these early days. I really appreciate it. Going live when I get a chance to go live in the mornings, going live and having 15 people with me just feels awesome. Trying to grow those numbers. So I am super excited. Seeing Dragon Elmo, that is a guess. Hugh Jackman, let's hear it. Tom Cruise, of course. Goku. We've got a lot of very interesting guests coming in the feed. We will see. We are getting close. We are 90 seconds away from taking last guesses, everybody. So make sure that you drop them in the feed. I'm excited to see if people get this one right. We shall see. And then, by the way, after today, I would love to hear, who do you guys want to see us pursue? There are going to be complexities. So just because you may want someone and we may want them, but being able to get them is a totally different story. So, but knowing who you guys want us to go after will be really, really useful. Same with the game. The reason that we're launching now and building our Discord community and building our streaming community is because we want your feedback. We want to know where you guys want to see this go. I'm very specifically building this as a live update, what I call a forever game. That is a huge part of why I got into gaming. It's going to be a feature complete game, obviously, at all the phases. We're not going to charge people, hey, if you want to teleport, you have to pay money. It's not like that. The reason I want to do a live update game is I really believe that we are at the beginning of where it's no longer about building games, it's about building virtual worlds. And people, when they're spending time in virtual worlds, they want to have choice and they want to be able to go different places, do different things, and create their own content. And that's really the driving force for us, is we want to create a container in which you guys can tell your own stories. I just believe that's the future. I think the vast amount of future content that will be consumed will be created by micro influencers, by people that are creating small servers that are engaging with a relatively small, obviously some people will get very big, but that in aggregate, it will actually be most people engaging with somebody who's relatively small. So right now, the average stream on Twitch only has like 12 people. I think it's actually less. It's like 6 people or something. So that's where the bulk of streamers exist. They have a very small, very intimate audience, could even just be their friends. And they're going to go in, they're going to create things, and they don't want to have to do what we've spent the last 2.5 years doing, which is building all the guts of this stuff, which is why you see the rise of Roblox, UEFN, and now what we're doing with Project Kyzen. And so the ability to go into a virtual world that is vast, that is largely created by the community, we believe that's the future. And so anyway, we're planting or we're creating the pieces that we need to get there. And so, yeah, that's the path that we are on. And that's why it's a live update game and why we're trying to build foundational pieces that we can just keep stacking on. George the Curious. All right. Everybody, I do believe we are at time. We are. It's 1:59. Those guesses have to be locked in. They're locked in. This is it. If you don't have it in now, it's too late. It's too late. It's done. Okay. Remember, stay with us because at the end of the stream, we're going to be announcing the winner. But now that all the guesses are in, I think it's time. We're going to show you guys a very special trailer. This trailer is going to reveal who this partner is, and then we can really talk about how much of an influence this person has had on my life. Without further ado, boys and girls, here is the first collaboration with Project Kyzen. All right, everybody, there it is. We finally get to talk about this. I've been waiting so long to just be able to talk openly about this collaboration. Like I said, it has been going on in the background for a very long time. Now, Bruce Lee quite literally changed the course of my life when I encountered the Tao of Jeet Kune Do, which if you guys haven't read it, it is incredible. It is a book all about the union of body and mind, and that What Jeet Kune Do translates as literally is to defend by attacking. And I have the chills. And so Bruce Lee's whole thing was he wanted to create a martial arts system at a time where it was really about these formal, rigid schools of training, but they weren't really real. And so if you got into a street fight and you had a judo guy and he went up against somebody with a different art form, you were just going to get these mismatched styles that ended up creating these really awkward exchanges on the street where all the things that you trained that were supposed to work didn't really work because people just fight dirty or they fight in a way that you're not expecting. And if you're only trained for these really formal movements and the other person doesn't do those formal movements back, then you're in real trouble. And what Bruce wanted to do was be able to win in an actual real street fight. And so he said, I'm only going to do that which works. And so if you guys have ever heard me talk about whether it's in business, whether it's in mindset content, you need to know where you want to go. You need to have a hypothesis on how to get there, and then you need to check it against the real world. That's an idea that was planted in my mind by Bruce Lee, who said, look, you're going to get into a fight. The things you do either work or they don't work. If they don't work, then you need to go learn, adjust, and practice. You cannot allow yourself to be trapped by the formality of a teaching, a way of doing things. And so he started saying it was the way of no way. And he was the guy, meaning like instead of being a karate guy or a taekwondo guy or a ninjutsu guy or whatever, that you were just, I'm going to do whatever works. And so he said of every style, take what works and discard the rest. Now that idea has formed a huge part of my worldview in terms of I'm not looking for reasons to not listen to somebody. Instead, I take the exact opposite approach. I'm looking for what I can learn from anybody. Whether I like them, whether I think they're smart, whether they're right or left, doesn't matter. I know where I'm trying to get to, and I'm going to learn from anybody that has even a tiny, tiny little piece that I need to make progress. And that was an idea that was planted in my mind when I read the Tao of Jeet Kune Do. He was also the person that put in my mind, because at that time I was really reading a lot about Taoism, and he was the person that put in my mind this idea of a Taoist priest being somebody that was a warrior. And he depicted this Taoist priest as somebody who was carrying a fighting staff. And I remember thinking that that was this really interesting idea that now I would say Jordan Peterson has summed up really well for me to really be able to articulate it. And meek, if the meek truly are going to inherit the earth, meek does not mean weak. Meek means somebody who has the ability to fight, but tries to avoid fighting when they can because they have that confidence that if it goes to that, that they will be able to represent themselves well, that they will be able to get a victory. And that mentality of prepare so hard that you can actually back out of a conflict because you don't have to escalate out of emotion, out of fear, out of anxiety, that you know, yeah, if that's where this goes, I'm going to be ready for it. And so while I am not a martial artist by training, I take the ideas, the thought patterns of a martial artist, and I apply them to business as my primary place of utilizing that. And you hear me quote all the time Kobe Bryant. And in fact, if we have there's a Kobe Bryant quote. I don't know if we pulled it, but it's actually in the PR release that we have. I don't know if you have easy access to that. But Kobe Bryant has a quote about Bruce Lee. People that have given quotes about Bruce Lee, Steve Jobs, Joe Rogan, George St. Pierre, Dana White, Kobe Bryant, like I said. We have a whole bunch from our press release. We listed out a bunch of them. But some of the most incredible people in the world to this day quote Bruce Lee. And the reason is that he was such a phenomenal mixture of the mind and body. So this is this Kobe's quote? Yeah. So Kobe Bryant said, Bruce Lee taught me that using no way as way, having no limitation as limitation, was the key to personal mastery. And then Steve Jobs noted, Bruce Lee's philosophy of adaptability and relentless pursuit of excellence deeply influenced my approach to business and innovation. John Lennon said, Bruce Lee's teachings on self-actualization and breaking boundaries inspired me to push creative limits in my music. You're going to hear quotes like that from all kinds of people. Alex Hormozy has even said that Bruce Lee was a big influence on his life. It's just somebody who's really captured this concept that he talked about being like water. And the incredible thing about water is that it can fill any shape, it can flow, and it can crash. And so when you think about flowing, I remember my wife, when she first introduced me to her dad, she was like, he thinks that the way that we eat, because my wife and I are very thoughtful about our diets, he thinks the way that we eat is crazy, and I just can't convince him. And with Bruce Lee ringing in my head, I was like, I'm not going to try to convince your dad. This is a moment to flow. It's not a moment to crash. And so I'll tell him what I think. I'll hear what he thinks. I will thank him for sharing his opinion with me. If there's anything in it that can make my life better, I will take that piece. I don't need to convince him. I am convinced by anything that's useful, and so I'll take that. And so that ability to know when to push back and to be harsh versus knowing when to just learn something is extremely valuable, and something that I learned from Bruce. Now, this comes from Shannon Lee, who is Bruce Lee's daughter. It's a direct quote from her. Super honored. Bruce Lee LLC is incredibly excited to be in collaboration with Project Kyzen. Bruce Lee's, again, daughter, she's the CEO of the Bruce Lee family of companies. She went on to say, Project Kyzen's fun, uplifting, and unique approach to gaming is a great fit with my father's approach to entertainment and life. By integrating his teachings and persona into the game, we hope to inspire players to excellence and a fun-filled time. All right, I want to take you guys inside the game. I want to show you some of the skins that we've put together. I think this will be a lot of fun, so bear with us. We will need to share with you the screen. So we're going to start streaming the game as soon as Eunice, I'm ready. Let's go! All right, here it is, everybody. This is the very iconic skin. And by the way, I think this is your guys' first look at the updated UI UX. I know you've caught glimpses of it probably in the gameplay trailers. But boy, oh boy, have we come a long way since the last time you guys saw this. For the OG people in the crowd, thank you guys so much for bearing with us as we make things better. And this is only the beginning. We're going to keep improving things from here. Yes, Mukti, this looks unreal. Kate, very excited for us. Thank you so much. Over the street. Let's fucking go indeed. Project Kyzen giving first looks. Nunchucks are going to hit. Oh my God, that looks amazing from Parsival. Ira Will, Bruce Lee book, name please. It's called The Tao of Jeet Kune Do. Jeet is Jeet, Kune is Kune, and Do is Do. The Tao of Jeet Kune Do. So check it out. Phenomenal book. Whether you study martial arts or not, you're going to love it. All right, let's take a look at the store, look at some of the other outfits here. So the yellow outfit is Bruce Lee's most iconic outfit. As you guys will notice, go back really fast. If you guys notice, the store refreshes. So I think it refreshes once a week right now. As we get more and more items loaded into the system, we may update it more frequently than that. But for now, you're going to have new items every week. Again, once we get Twitch and YouTube fully up and running and you guys have the ability to sub and or it's not called donate, what is it, gift bits or whatever it's called, gift bits, all of that money goes directly into creating assets. So what we'll do is we'll show you guys either designs you guys have submitted or designs that we've created and let you guys choose from 2, 3, 4, 5, however many we have in competition for what outfits you guys want to see created. And then as you guys contribute bits and subs, that'll go to, if it costs, let's say $2,000 to create that outfit or whatever, as you guys fill that up, boom, as soon as it gets filled, it'll go off and we'll actually make that asset and it will find its way into the game. So excited for you guys to take control of your destiny. I'm sure there will be some things that we will do quietly in the background to surprise you guys and keep you guessing as well. But we'll be doing those public ones so that you guys can just have a huge role in what gets actually made. Okay, let's look around the store a little more if we can. Nice. All right, so hopefully you guys dig the way that we're featuring items. I think this stuff looks really good. And there's going to be a bunch of different stuff. So there'll be bundles. Bundles will come in discounts. You can click in, obviously, to the bundle to see the different items that make it up. You can buy items individually, or you can buy them in a full bundle to get the discount. Now, one thing that's important to note, what you will see is your avatar wearing those items. So that's a little bit different than what you might be expecting, because you're not usually buying the actual character, because you can control that. You just change the face. So you control the avatar. You select them at the beginning. And then it's only if you want to put different items. Again, you can get characters for free. If you want just the base outfit, you can get a character, base outfit, all for free. You do not have to pay anything to play Project Kyzen. It is a free-to-play game. But if you want to upgrade your items and get cool stuff, by all means you can. We obviously have back items that you can add to your character. You see the switch in real time. You can spin it around to get a good look. So all kinds of cool stuff for you guys to engage with. And again, it's your avatar that you see now. When it's like if you were going to go after a Bruce Lee item, you'll see that the avatar would change. So if you were going after the Bruce Lee item, for instance, and you get the full item, you'll actually get the Bruce Lee body type. So you can get actual Bruce Lee and play actual Bruce Lee in the game. Now, I don't think they're in the store off the jump, but we've got some really cool stuff coming for you guys in subsequent weeks. But we do have some other Bruce Lee outfits here. And my favorite, I don't think is in the store yet. I think that one's coming in subsequent weeks, but it's actually, I can give you guys a sneak preview of it because it's in one of our graphics, but just by way of quick scroll through here of the store, all the different props, head items, tops, pants, shoes. And again, this is just a fraction of what will be coming. The store updates every week, but what you're seeing here is all the stuff that's going to be available on launch. And again, we're launching on August 22nd. So all this stuff will be available on August 22nd. And if you wanted to add a bear to your boy, there you go. Bruce with a teddy bear on his back, the way it was always meant to be, boys and girls. So you guys, the whole fun of this is you get to customize your character. We wanted to make them far more customizable than most other games. We took what is, we think, a very different and fun approach to building up your avatars. You can change their head, you can change their tops, you can change their pants, you can change their shoes, you can change their back item, and really customize something truly unique. So excited for you guys to play with that. Bruce showing off a little bit there. Get after it, Bruce. Oh, also, we've got these really cool backgrounds, which I am super pumped by. I think these came out really, really well. We have a bunch of different ones that you can collect as you play. So you can purchase these or you can unlock them by doing the battle pass. So, but we have a lot of really cool tailored images that our art team has been busting their ass to create. I think these things look amazing. And if you guys are anything like me and you love collecting, I think you're going to have a lot of fun collecting this stuff. All right. That gives you guys a quick glimpse of what we've got going on in the store. And there is my favorite human, who I'm going to insist comes on screen to say hello to everybody. So welcome, if you would, everybody, the one and only Lisa Bilyeu, clawing her way over the
climbing over
the items.
everything.
There she is.
What's up,
hello,
baby? This is so
Good to see
cool.
you.
I'm so proud.
Thank you.
How epic!
Which-
Bruce Lee, baby.
Indeed. We haven't been able to talk about this for so long.
Oh my god, you
For
keep
so
having
long.
to tell me to shut up because I keep wanting to tell people.
That makes two of
Spill
us.
the soup.
That makes two of us. All right. Well, now that we have Lisa, one thing I want to point out. So if you look over here, this is my favorite Bruce Lee outfit. When you guys see that one in all of its glory, it is ridiculously cool. I am super excited about that. And by the way, while I probably will one day create my anorak skin and have a true one of one, I'm not going to lie, I am going to do that at some point. I haven't done that yet. So if you see me rocking something, I'm in there grinding just like you guys are. I'm not giving myself any advantages. So whatever levels I get, whatever items I get the same way you guys do. Until I said that point where I build my anorak skin. But until then, I'm right there with you guys. Okay, let's take a look. I want to give you guys a quick peek of some of the game modes. I don't want to go too hard on this because when we launch, then I really want to give you guys a look at the gameplay. But for you guys being OG, for you guys showing up today for our partnership announce, which I'm so excited about, do want to show you a little bit of gameplay. And then if anybody has questions, we'll take those questions. And if not, I don't know if you have anything else you want to go over. Otherwise, we will be doing our giveaway. All right, let's select our mode. As you guys know, there are 5 Meebas to play. And I'm going to go into Team Deathmatch here. And do we have so we have a few maps that I will skip if they pop up because I consider them underexposed. So that's one thing I really want to make sure everybody in the OG community understands, that when the game launches, this is very much early beta, boys and girls. So we want your feedback. We know that there are going to be bugs. We know that there are going to be things like maps that are slightly underexposed and we need to work on the lighting. We know that kind of stuff. And so we wanted to invite you guys in. I think this is the right way to do modern development. We're not in a vacuum, just hoping against hope that you guys like what we're creating. We want to engage you guys in that process. We want your feedback. And if I'm really honest, I want the back end data to see not only what you tell me, but how you actually spend your time. And so understanding that, because people may say, oh, I hate color control, it's so basic, but all your friends force you to play color control. Like, I hated color control when we first launched it. I hated it. I was like, this is so dumb. There is no way this game launches with color control. And the team harangued me. And they said one really important thing. Tom, when we play color control, just listen to all the people playing it. Just listen to how they sound. And it was true. All of a sudden, everybody was screaming and yelling and having a good time because it was so basic, everybody could play and everybody could have a good time. And so you didn't have to be good at third-person shooter games. In color control, you could decide, look, I'm not good at the fighting, so on my team, I'm just going to be a color getter. And so I'm just going to run and turn the tiles to our team's color, and that's it. I'm just going to focus on tiles. Or, hey, I'm really good at fighting, so you go get tiles, I'm going to focus on fighting. And so the great irony became I was misreading how that game was going to be. So if you'd asked me for my feedback, which of course the team did, I was like, nope, kill that one, done, dead. I'm always very careful to note when I'm speaking as just some guy and when I'm speaking as the CEO. I was like, I'm just speaking as some guy, but my vote is get rid of color control. It's not interesting. And the team kept pushing for it. We kept developing it, kept making it better. And now I think that that's going to be, for the normies out there, this is going to be how you get your friends in that aren't hardcore gamers. You're going to pull them in with color control, and you're ultimately going to get them playing deathmatch. All right, so here we go. Let's dive into deathmatch. All right, again, we've put a lot of energy into effort into making sure that our bots are fun, that they match themselves to your play style. Right now, we'll get the game's best guess at where my level is. So in the beginning, it's always a little bit dicey whether you're going to be matched well, either with real players or with bots. The game, you have to play a few games for it to get to know what your skill level is. And then as it matches your skill level, you'll get matched better. And the goal is that you're winning, call it 53% of the time. That's not an exact number, but you get the idea. We have a bunch of matches or a bunch of maps that will come out at launch. I'm really excited for you guys to see these. I think some of the maps are absolutely stunning.
Who are the other players?
Those are all bots.
Ah.
And by the way, for my fellow console players, I play with a PlayStation controller. I am way too old for that keyboard and mouse bullshit. So I am controller until I die, unless somebody can convince me that there is sufficient reason to master keyboard and mouse. But it makes me feel like I'm working. I just hate it. I don't know how you guys do it. So you can see we load in matches pretty fast. We're really proud of that. In the beginning, it took forever. But we think we're on par with Fortnite in terms of how long it takes us to get into a match. So feel pretty good about that. We don't have another lobby. So once you're here, you load in and you are off to the races.
So question,
Yep.
are people with controllers and keyboards, is that age related?
It's not exclusively age related, but if you
I think of us
grew
as
up
being
on
old
it,
with,
yes.
with the controllers.
But there are
like
young people that play with it.
because it feels like you're moving backwards. Like when we were younger, the controller was like, oh my God, look how fancy. And now that the kids these days
Playing keyboard and mouse.
using the keyboard. It's like it feels like you're going backwards.
All right, I talked up our lobby wait times, and it has recycled multiple
Kids
times.
these days. That's right. I'm looking at the chat. Keyboard and mouse
All right.
depends on the game. Interesting. So
Old
some
heads
people
equal controller. Yeah, partially. You're probably right about that.
But that's interesting that it depends on the game. Some people will use it in certain games and not others.
I have a feeling that most people they're either one or the other, but it's not necessarily
It
true.
looks so good.
It's crazy how much better this has gotten. Absolutely crazy.
Wow, it looks so
All right, I'm going to be playing at a slight disadvantage because I don't hear the audio because, quite frankly, I don't want to mess up my hair right now because I've got too many things to film today.
Wow, I
Yeah.
did not expect that as the answer.
All right, so that was a little blink there. You can teleport around the map. That person, they're not being friendly.
Oh.
Oh, God, I'm getting mobbed. Oh, he takes an early death. All right, kids, come on. We gotta get at least one kill here. All right, someone picking up the sword. I respect that. Get some speed. Better not be laughing at me, Aldo. Couldn't close.
What's
Ton
the
'em down
difference
now.
between the blue and the red bars
Team, blue and red bar. Hold
above
on,
their
hold on.
head?
Again. So blue would be my team, red
sorry,
is their
blue,
team.
got
That's
it.
their
That makes sense.
energy. Man, I'm not up to the
Come on,
boss level
baby.
here. I know. All right, let's get some distance here, shall we? He's literally standing there. Here we go, everybody. I'm actually looking forward to grinding this and getting to do the progress pass. I am such a sucker for gamification. There we go.
Wow.
There we go, everybody. We got that first kill.
That looks
All right,
nice.
let's do another map. Let's show one more map, and then we'll. Oh God, I need some teammates' help here.
Can't help you.
Can you exit me out? Let us go one more map here. All right,
I've got
let's
some
get
videos
me
to
into
review, so I'm going to say goodbye. But I just
Ashen
came
Depths.
to say hi.
Thank you, baby. Love you. Thanks for stopping
Good to see
by.
everyone. I've got to go keep that YouTube channel running, so I've got to go do some reviews. But enjoy. Congratulations again on Kyzen.
Hey, same to you. All right. Tom needs a sword ASAP. Stuff them. Yeah. I probably would have been better off grabbing something that lets me melee. I am much better at melee. Apra711 says bye, Lisa. Flip Mofka says peace, homie. Don's Rush says while Tom plays games. I don't know what that's in reference to. Something earlier, I assume. Can't wait to play Tom on my own map. Clashy, let's go. Let's go, man. That'll be fun. That will be fun. I'm here for that. Yeah, so we do have people, such as Clashy, in our map building program. Let's try, let's get to Hope Crest Caverns. That's the one. That's the one you want to show off? All right, here we go. Hope Crest Caverns, everybody. Let's do it. So, yes, I will be doing a mix of streaming. Once the game is released, I'll do some streaming on Fortnite. I'll do a bunch of Project Kyzen. Part of the reason that I'll still be streaming other games, I want to play Rust. I don't know if we have any Rust fans in the house. That game feels like I need to check out what they're doing for some of the stuff I have in mind for our future. But part of the reason I'll still play other games is just to broaden our audience and draw more people in. All right, here we go. A little locked in here. Where are we at? Where are we at? Ah, we had that one. How dare you? How dare you? Oh, he got me, man. I thought I had that one for sure. All right, come on, Meow. Let's get back in. Let's get back in. Let's get back in. Got to remember more dodging. More dodging. Be harder to hit, Eunice. Man, that bot's not for play. He's better at evading than I am. I've got super bots, Eunice. That's the problem. All right, here we go. We got to get that kill. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, so you'll find there's different items around the map that do different things. Obviously, we got a speed boost here. That's going to help. Where art thine enemies? Where are we at here, folks? Ooh, is this shoddy? I think this is shoddy. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She got that kill. I like it. It's a bot I can grow to love here. Oh, big damage. Big damage. Big money, no whammies. I didn't get that kill though. All right, switched my weapon. So you guys see you can switch your weapon. If you look down in the bottom right, you can track which weapon you have, bouncing back and forth between shoddy for that close range. Man, my teammate's picking up all the kills. Better for long range here. See if we can close distance. Gotcha. Gotcha. Now, if you get on a streak, that skull will change and it tallies up. You'll see it's different if you get 2 kills, 3 kills, 4 kills, 5 kills. Another kill. That's 2. Come on. Oh, I think they got it. Damn it. I was on a 2-kill streak there. Lighten up the world. All right, come on, let's go. My team's in the lead. 12-9. There we go. There we go. All right, my health is 100. Let's push. Let's push. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Taking damage. Got a little speed boost. See if we can make use of it. Always looking for those third man opportunities. Nice dodge, Mr. Bot. Oh, I did not see him. I did not see him. All right, how many kills I got? 3. All right. There we go. Cleaning up, cleaning up, cleaning up, cleaning up, cleaning up. This is how we do. Gotcha. Come on. Can we get it? Can we get it? Can we get it? Ah, there it is. Come on, everybody. 6 takedowns. Let's go. We got to work on that. Controller rolls. You get like 1 out of 5. You got to like cram that thing down. Got some work to do on sensitivity, I think, Eunice. Man, this feels good. We've made so many improvements. This is absolute bananas. All right, I'm going to stick with shooting for now. All right. Where are we at? Where's the enemy? Come on. Oh, they're there. Per usual, my distance shooting is not ideal. Alright, let's do some cleanup here. Ah, how do you get away? Got him. Got him with a shoddy, everybody. 22-19. I almost feel bad pulling out now. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, I'm not going to lie. Will's been trying to tell me for a while, because I haven't been on the playtest team. Will's been trying to tell me for a while that we've made serious improvements. This shit is fun. There we go. Come on. Look at that. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. Ooh, ooh. Shooting from behind, that's just mean. And your reward is death. Ah! All right, I don't know if you guys saw that, but he had a bazooka. That is, that will be something where we want your feedback. So we added the bazooka as like a just sort of chaos, introduce a little bit of chaos into the game for fun. And if you guys like that, there's more ideas where that came from. But we want to know, oh, I had my shotgun too. I was too slow to switch it out. How many? I need to move this. How many takedowns? 12. All right, feeling good. 40 seconds. Let's go. Let's go, team. Push through to the end. We're winning. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. All right. Gotcha. 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 Now imagine worlds like this being explorable, not just places where you get shot. Has one question. One of my favorite mechanics in modern day shooters is a storm mechanic with increasing shrinking as the match goes on. Will Kyzen have something like this, or will game modes be mostly time-based? Okay, so that is a community question. So if you guys want to see a sort of battle royale style mechanic, that is something that's very easy to add in. This is why the way that we develop the game, I think, is really smart. So build all the guts, game modes become relatively easy. I mean, it's still going to take 6 to 8 weeks, but in 6 to 8 weeks, we can have a polished version where there's a storm, it shrinks, so on and so forth. So what we want to hear is, what are the next Meebas that you guys want to see? There are several mechanics that we're going to be developing no matter what, because they match the long-term vision of the game, so we'll be developing those out. But the whole concept of the Meeba is that since it's a mini battle arena, we can do them quickly and get your guys' feedback. What do you like? What do you want to test? And we can get them into your guys' world, put them into rotation, and see where people play. So if we see that 4% of players do whatever, team deathmatch, okay, cool. Then we're not going to keep developing team deathmatch. We're going to focus on either new things that you guys want to explore, or beefing up the things you're already playing, or make a game mode out of things that we know we already have to add. So for instance, right now, a big next thing for us is extraction. It's going to take us a while to step towards that, but you can see how we would, since we need that mechanic for the long-term vision anyway, that we're going to build that Meeba to let you guys test it out, to see how it feels, to play with the extraction mode, because for the grand vision of what we're doing, extraction points are going to be a part of that. But if there's things like, hey, we really want to hide and seek, or we really want the storm closing and moving on a bigger map, and that I think when you have the storm, you want a much bigger map. And so you have this big map that you can explore. And so now players could sort of drag out the game unless there's a storm. And so on our roadmap is to build much bigger maps, and we think we have a method for doing that. And so that would make a storm make a lot of sense. All right. Ricky Eagle says, looking cool. How does leveling up influence gameplay? So right now inside the Meebas, the way that it's going to work is you're going through just like you would on something like Fortnite, where you're ranking up behind the scenes and you're ranking up on the leaderboard publicly. So the behind the scenes is so we know how to pair you with different bots, different people, and then the leaderboard is just outright who's got the highest point total. So we'll be doing guild wars, we'll be doing individual leaderboards, and then obviously within the match. But also, as you level up your experience points, if you have the progress pass, you unlock rewards. So you've got leaderboard, you've got rewards, and then you've got the quality of player that you're getting matched against. One thing we've thought about doing, we haven't done this yet, maybe it'll depend on how big the population of human players is, but one thing we might do is effectively lock the bots in at a skill level, so that if you beat, killer bot 1, 2, 3, that means something to the community, and that the bots themselves have a skill level that people know, like, oh damn, you beat killer bot 1, 2, 3. Shit, I've played against them a dozen times, I just can't beat them. So doing things like that, where we can also show somebody's skill level by what people or bots they're able to beat. So really excited about that, and how far we've been able to push the bots along. It's been really exciting. Tom, Eric from the community. What is up, Eric? I really think once this starts going, you have to get funny, creative clips and really get some marketing on TikTok. The majority of success I'm seeing in the game market, indie game market, comes from FOMO delivered via TikTok. We agree aggressively. And so one of the things that our team here, namely Unice, is going to be responsible for is exactly that. So we have a game ambassador program where you guys will be creating content. We'll be repurposing that content. They get a bunch of cool stuff in exchange for that. I don't know if there's anything such like exclamation point ambassador. Doesn't look like it, but exclamation point Discord. You can learn about our ambassador program, but that'll be huge. And again, we see Project Kyzen as a container that you guys can create inside of. And then I'm going to be streaming a lot. Whether I am good enough or funny enough to generate clips is yet to be seen. But we have a bunch of people in-house that'll be streaming. We have a really big streamer that's going to be coming out and joining me for the launch. I'm excited to unveil that streamer, but that's a streamer with millions of subs. So super excited about that. Somebody I think puts out really, really cool content. So that should be a lot of fun. And of course, over time, we'll meet more people. If you guys know people, if you guys have ideas, boy, oh boy, would we love to hear from you. I get cool ideas from people when I'm live streaming all the time. So we will very much take that. I'm a person who believes you take a good idea from wherever it comes. I don't think I'm the smartest guy in the world. I don't think I'm the only one that can come up with good ideas. So if you have good ideas, we definitely want to hear about it. So let us know. All right. We are going to save other game modes for launch. So I'm not going to show any more game modes. But I'm super stoked that you guys have come to join us today so that we could show you how far we've come, that we could show you Bruce Lee as our first major partnership, hopefully start getting you guys excited to be a part of this community. If you are here right now, you are OG in the extreme. I am very excited to have you guys as a part of this community. I am super honored that you have been with us from so early, and for people that were with us before we even had an avatar creation engine, you cannot imagine how much love I have for you guys. So obviously in the early stages of the game, it was just brutal and slow, and there wasn't nearly enough for you guys to do, but you heard the vision, you've stuck with us. It means so much to us. If you're just finding us now, I'm so stoked that you found us this early. This really is an exciting time to be involved in Project Kyzen. Whether you're here and you're part of the team and you're working your ass off to develop a game that will really mean something to people, whether you just share my vision for virtual worlds and the fact that I think the reason that the Fermi paradox exists, which is, hey, if the universe is so big, why are there no aliens? I think the reason is that as a civilization becomes technologically advanced enough to explore the cosmos, they will have long before that, been able to create and explore digital worlds that are far more interesting than things you will find out in the cosmos and far safer to explore. And so I really believe that more time will be spent in digital worlds. People are going to be creating things, making incredible things, incredible art, incredible experiences are going to happen inside of virtual worlds. And nothing excites me more than that. So hopefully you guys share in that vision, and that's part of why you're here. And in the meantime, we're going to give you a lot of fun MIBAs that you guys can enjoy and engage in. And we'll be looking to you guys to what you love, what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of, where you want to go, and just engaging with you guys all the way and seeing the cool things you guys are going to create. If you think you know your way around Unreal Engine well enough to qualify for our Map Builders program, I hope that you will submit an application for that. Reach out to Eunice on Discord. Again, hit ! Discord. Join our Discord. Talk to Eunice. She can tell you how to apply for our Map Builders program. Shout out to Shay, by the way, and our partnerships team for all the work they've done behind the scenes to make the Map Builder program as cool and exciting as it already is. So I think it's going to be really, really cool. All right, everybody, it's time for the winner. Are you ready? So some of you actually guessed right that it was Bruce Lee. I'm very impressed. We dropped some clues. You guys followed them perfectly. Super excited that people were barking up the right tree. And our winner today is somebody that I see live on stream with me most mornings. I'm so grateful for your support. I'm so glad that you won today. That's N64Tan. Won an amazing Bruce Lee skin. Let's go. Give it up for N64Tan for winning, for guessing the right person. If you guessed on social media, don't forget, your day is still coming. We're going to do another giveaway on launch day, which is August 22nd. We're going to be going live on stream again, even bigger and better than today. So make sure that you come. Going to be going live with a big streamer. Super excited to do it. So please, guys, join us August 22nd for our live stream. Download Project Kyzen. Join us. Be one of the players that's in there, getting kills, exploring the map, having a good time. It's going to be a lot of fun. Remember, join the Discord. Follow us on Twitch. That will be huge, guys. Please, we're really trying to build those two platforms up. We are so small right now. It means so much to us. It'd be great for the community, helps us gain momentum. Twitch, we're at Project Kyzen. Discord, Project Kyzen. Nice and easy. Thank you guys all so much for playing along. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting this crazy dream that we all share here at Impact Theory of building a virtual world that's not only fun as hell to engage with, but that will be empowering. And so we are super stoked to have you guys on this journey. I can't wait to see what you create inside of this as we build those tools out. And until next time, my friends.